And welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, April 1st, 2021, episode number 658 of Hard Factor. We have a full crew in the house tonight. And guys, I have huge breaking news to start the show today. Kim Jong-un has been pronounced dead.
Just like Godzilla and Kong, who both died in that movie.
Yes. Just kidding.
Cool.
That's April Fool's joke. Did you guys know
Both of them
was?
are. I don't know who died. I don't know who died in the
Kim
movie.
Jong-un didn't die. He's
Did
as
anyone watch-
alive as ever, just dropping people in piranha tanks. So
No, Godzilla dies.
Oh, he does?
Come on, Wes.
He does? Oh shit, Wes. Spoiler alert. Here's
That's
not-
That's April Fool's. Wes. We don't know. We didn't watch it yet.
sure it is. Here's not an April
Oh,
Fool's
man.
joke. Here's not an April Fool's joke for sure. Mark and I got vaccinated. Some Vax boys. We got a Pfizer, a Moderna. Pat
You didn't
West.
get the Johnson & Johnson, did you? Because
No.
they got 15 million bad doses. They're killing.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I was hoping I got it because it was one shot, but no, Pfizer, Moderna.
I'm a
Pfizer,
Moderna
yeah.
guy.
Not
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I guess
I'm a
Johnson
Pfizer guy.
Johnson, they had to destroy 15 million doses because they, I guess they put way too much in it or something. So yeah, I'm sure it's just those
Good.
15 million. And
The way
not
I'm
the ones that are in
feeling-
circulation currently.
I mean, the way I'm feeling, I'd take more of this stuff. I feel pretty powerful. I feel like
Yeah, it's like
It's
it's like
Regeneron?
Yeah, it's like steroids. I think my dick's a little bit bigger. Feel stronger. My
I feel
pecs
my
are bigger,
stomach just carving itself into
Dick's
a six
bigger.
pack. Yeah.
Yeah. It's only done good things for me.
Whoa.
Wes.
You think?
Whoa.
No, I mean, it
Good
might
dick day.
probably all in my mind.
I might go lie and say I might get a vaccine every day. You know.
Hey, Avery, or Bubba, is Avery here to yell about the Rangers? What's going on, Bubba? Bubba, the Rangers beat the Capitals last night, and
Smoked them.
yeah, is Avery
Okay.
here? You guys said this was the show. You said this.
I don't book talent for the show, so
Okay.
that's
Okay.
You just say it out loud and then don't bring him on. You say it out on Twitter. Just put it on the Twitter streets, and then you just.
Here,
I mean,
think
man,
it's
you want to talk the rest of the season? I don't really
All
want
right.
to talk the rest.
I
of
can
the
play
season. All
Avery.
we could talk
All
about
right.
is just
I can
you
play
wanna
Avery. Yeah.
I know Avery knows more
hey guys,
than me.
I
so
miss you guys
need-
a lot. Go Rangers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Avery?
Have you run into Avery in New Jersey, Pat, since you moved there?
Have you seen him blading?
I haven't. He's pissed at me that I chose that I became a Devils guy. 'Cause
Right.
he
Well, that's why he wants on. He wants to talk shit about the Devils and the Caps.
come
so
through. That's what I say.
That's what I say too. But Bubba, come on, man. You said today was the day. Anyway, speaking of Barstool Radio, we're up against the Dave Portnoy show in the Twitter March Podness bracket. So as always, vote for Hard Factor if you can in all things. Finally, before we start, some rules for Fat Boy Summer. I'm gonna throw these against you guys, see what you think. Number one, just try and eat outside as much as possible, preferably next to a body of water. So it's like you're not committing too much, but you're gonna try it because it's fun.
You want people to see you eating.
Right. It's a celebration. And number two, just relax and chill out.
What
Got
about
it.
Yeah.
What about like full-bodied beers?
I mean, whatever you want. I mean,
Whatever
I
you
consider that a food, right? Whatever. Like, I don't think there's any judgment in the eating outside part of it. So,
Well, like you're not allowed to mention how many carbs your drinks have. Fat Boy Summer.
well, I mean, I don't want to put too many rules. I don't want to over-regulate Fat
Just
Boy.
I think you
don't
gave
say
two.
how few. Just don't say how few carbs your drink has. If it has few carbs.
You get two rules. You don't do too many.
It's laissez-faire, Pat. You don't.
Okay.
You don't want to over-regulate.
I think we should do it like jogging. Like you're during Fat Boy Summer, you're allowed to jog with your shirt off if you're fat. Even though I know that is a big no-no.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah, you're
like that.
absolved from
It's-
offending
let's-
people with your
Let's
fat.
flip it. Let's normalize fat guys jogging
Yeah.
shirtless and fat guys wearing a shirt in the pool. Let's normalize those two
Hell
things.
yeah. I look
Yeah.
like, you know how when you see a jogger and you're like, oh, that's his first day. I look like that always. Every time you see me jogging, they're like, that's his first day.
Same
And
here.
it's
Yeah.
not.
Okay, well, that's rule number 3, guys. We just came up with it. Don't be afraid to pop the top, and that's it. So we'll keep building the list. Fat Boy Summer.
All right.
Let's hop into the Daily Buzz, gents. Number 10. It's a 10-point Daily Buzz today. Number 10. It's the Biden infrastructure / jobs plan. It's trending all over the place. Joe released it in Pennsylvania. I think Pittsburgh. It's a $2 trillion plan. supposed to be paid for by the same corporate tax raise it's already supposed to be paying for the last stimulus bill over the next 15 years. So another $2 trillion. That's the $4 trillion that $2 trillion tax raise is just going to knock it out. Biden says it will produce good paying jobs, man. While Mitch McConnell says it's a Trojan horse for more taxes and over regulation. So sort of like a conversation about our little fat boy summer there.
In Kentucky, we employ all sorts of people on the bourbon lines.
Paid and unpaid.
Meanwhile,
And indentured.
Meanwhile, in the Biden White House, the German Shepherd, Major Biden, has left another poor, unwitting White House team member bleeding with vicious bite wounds, even after his Zen retreat with Dr. Joe Biden in Delaware. And then one of the dogs after that also allegedly defecated on the White House floor again. So
Was it the old one or
bad dogs?
And I don't mean Joe. I mean the dog. Was it the older dog?
Major? No, this is the younger one that has it's a second bite in a
Sarge
month.
General. What's champion? Right?
Champ is the older.
Major's
probably
the younger biter. Is it
But Champ might be incontinent because they didn't say which
That's
dog.
what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and that's not funny.
Right.
When a dog becomes incontinent.
Well,
Yes,
bad
it
combo.
is. Yes, it is. Do you think that like Biden, because he hates weed, like trained Major to be like a drug sniffer, and he's like just biting all the stoners that are
Something
working in the
like
White House?
that.
Yeah.
It's something like that for sure. Over aggressive dog. He needs to get that thing into
Yeah,
a
he's a
class.
biter.
That's
Yeah.
a QAnon level theory, Mark.
Hey man, the guy's throwing people out for weed. He doesn't have to do any sort of research if the dog just bites the person that smells like weed, then they're out.
Right. Because Joe's wants to reschedule marijuana, decriminalize it, but he's not for totally recreational yet.
I actually like that take. Most of the time, if you have a dog and it bites someone, you're like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
No,
I like the
fire
take
him.
of going
Yeah.
with the instinct of the dog and be like, "You stay away from me. My dog is
Exactly.
smoking."
Exactly.
Maybe Joe really trusts Major. He thinks he's a good character judge. Okay, number 9, Cesar Chavez Day was trending. Also, Trans Day of Visibility. Those were trending on March 31st. Number 8, YouTube trends. Rick and Morty season 5 trailer, which looks pretty good. I'm not a Rick and Morty guy, but looked like a good season coming up.
Hell yeah, pickle Rick, baby.
Are you excited, Beef?
Dude, Rick and Morty. I wasn't on it in the initial. My brother was a huge fan. I was like, I don't get this. It is fucking awesome. It's one of the best shows ever.
I've watched a few episodes. They're always funny.
The only thing I know about it is that every time I go into like a smoke shop where I sometimes get my Dunhills, the guy behind the counter is wearing a pickle Rick hat.
Yeah.
Oh.
What more do you need to know?
Big in vape shops.
It's a huge endorsement for Rick and Morty.
Just playing on repeat. It's just always Adult Swim in a vape shop. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Number 7, Jersey Mike's. They were trending because they were doing a charity sales day. All the sales went to charity. That's awesome. I also love a Jersey Mike's cheesesteak way more than most other chains. So hashtag Fatboy Summer.
Can we have a
Jersey Mike's?
quick conversation about Jersey Mike's? You guys, I'm sure you guys saw the ads that are going on during the NCAA, right? Did anyone notice anything weird about the ads, the Jersey Mike's ads? Because I noticed two things. One, the guy it says founder CEO next to his name, he looks like he's about 60. And then Jersey Mike says established 1956. Also, his name isn't Mike. And
oh yeah, the guy's way too serious too, right? He's like
very
way too serious,
bro. Well,
He's charitable, so he's trying to clear his name.
I got had because I was ready to call him a fraud, and he did start Mike's when he was like 14. So the math works out.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's good.
Well,
so
he's made too many sandwiches. That's why he's serious. Like the joy is gone.
He's going to have to keep making it because he's giving his profits to charity like a nice guy. Also, Cash App and Miley Cyrus are doing a hashtag invest in you giveaway on Twitter. So some charity there. Number 6, Matt Gaetz. He's accused of all kinds of shit that Mark is going to tell us all about right after this. Number 5 through 2, it's an entertainment roundup. Bonnaroo 2021 lineup is out, which is awesome. Going to get pretty nuts after a COVID lockdown at Bonnaroo, I would imagine. Lots of smelly people naked, probably not many showers. Britney Spears went to Sharon Stone for help in the past, which is sad. It's Nipsey Hussle's 2-year death anniversary, which is also sad. Millie Bobby Brown is in Godzilla versus Kong, so that's fun.
Yeah.
More fun. Bob Odenkirk.
She dies too.
Oh no. Bob Odenkirk did a character spot on Kimmel as his character from his new show Nobody. Netflix.
The movie or show?
I think it was. Is it a movie?
It's a movie. Yeah, it
Movie.
looks good. I think
Movie. Oh, good, nice. Netflix and Daniel Craig. Speaking of movies, are going to make 2 more Knives Out movies. They're close to a deal on that, allegedly. And Michael Rappaport got brutalized by Kevin Durant on Twitter DMs. He just was accused of being soft and all kinds of other things, and then he publicly posted them to show everybody how badly Kevin Durant just beat him down. Verbally. And then CNN's trying to cancel Kevin Durant for being mean to Rappaport, which I'm now probably going to buy a Kevin Durant jersey.
KD, the defamation suit got tossed out too. So yeah, nice one,
well,
Mike.
The guy had herpes.
Right. Also,
what are you suing for?
Right. Exactly. Also, Portnoy got him. So he was just trending. Michael Rappaport trending for all kinds of bad reasons. Also, giant KD fan now. Number 1, and finally in the Daily Buzz today, Godzilla versus Kong. It's the number 1 trend of all time on this day. Basically, everybody's Googling it. So I'm very pumped to watch it. And you guys watch? Wes, you watched it, obviously.
Yeah, I watched it. Sorry.
Did you like it?
Oh yeah, I mean, it was.
Told
great.
us what happened, but
no, it was really good. I wish the ending would have been a little bit different. I was rooting for Godzilla, but you know.
This is fucked up. This is fucked up.
But he's
you
dead.
haven't seen the movie. Stop it. People are gonna be turning off the show.
I might be right. I don't know.
I got to tell you, I'm super stoked that this is the number 1 trending because this is the same studio that we're doing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with, and it looks like they're doing an awesome job marketing this movie. So
there you go. There you go.
Nice.
Also, I know single-handedly, Cat's Yawning marketed the shit out of it by putting a picture of Godzilla screaming side by side with a cat saying "same energy." So really good job by that Twitter account, Cat's Yawning, marketing it.
For sure. And that's Daily Buzz, guys. And we're gonna keep talking about Matt Gaetz here in just a second. But before Mark tells you about that, I need to tell you about stamps.com, which has saved businesses thousands of hours and tons of money. Imagine if every time you or your small business had to go stand inside the post office anytime you wanted to get something shipped. You're going to sink your business if you're shipping a lot because it's wasting a shitload of time. And that's why we at Hard Factor use stamps.com. Stamps.com brings a service of the U.S. Postal Service and UPS right to your computer. Whether you're a small office sending invoices, an online seller, shipping out orders, or even a giant warehouse, Stamps.com can handle it all with ease. Simply use your computer to print official U.S. postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to send. Once your mail is ready, just schedule a pickup and drop it off. It's that simple. With Stamps.com, you get discounts up to 40% off post office rates and up to 62% off UPS shipping rates. Stop wasting time and going to the post office and go to Stamps.com instead. There's no risk. And with our promo code HARDFACTOR, all one word, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type Hard Factor, all one word. That's Stamps.com, promo code Hard Factor, Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again.
Well, guys and gals, as we told everyone a few months ago, Florida Congressman and habitual dodger of coming on this show to face the music, Matt Gaetz, might just be the horniest man on the face of the earth. Yep, there it is. He's like Lou Gehrig, but instead of luck, it's a burning desire to be balls deep in a skirt.
Wow, that was over 4 months ago when we were attacking him for being horny.
Called it.
Yeah, did we come back at us too?
You're saying that with no insight other than just his creepy, weird social media,
there's a lot of insight though on that social. As we pointed out,
Pat, the political world like which we are in, everyone knows he's a horn dog. There's more than rumors. Anyways, and hey, good for him.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, and good for him, right? Until recently, he was single. I think he just got engaged or married, whatever. And he's young, dumb, and full of cum, and has a great head of hair. So take him down, Matt. Take him down, Matt. No problem there, right? You horny son of a bitch, you. Well, wait. There is a bit of a problem. As you kind of saw there with him having the desire to take down everything, which is a pretty well-known thing in the political thing, like I said. And that problem is that he's opened the age brackets that he's willing to take down a little too wide, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Bubba's popping up some selfies of him with high school girls right now. These are classics.
Looking pretty happy at the high schools.
He says,
tweeting things about like how the age is just a number and all
good lunch table.
Yeah. Chewing real slow at those tables.
Right. Bubba popped up the Bebe Rexha tweet. I can't believe this shit. Bebe Rexha tweeted specifically, "There's no age that you can't be sexy." And Matt Gaetz quote tweeted it saying, "I say we change Florida's welcome sign to this."
He regrets it now. Yeah, because you may have heard about this, but apparently an investigation from the Department of Justice was opened up back when Bill Barr was still Attorney General over Gaetz allegedly banging a 17-year-old girl and paying for her cross-country flights and a bunch of other shit. The age of consent in Florida is 17, I believe, so totally cool for a then 36-year-old sitting United States congressman to fuck her after she finished her schoolwork, her high school homework, of course. But what is not cool in the eyes of the law is bringing someone under the age of 18 to travel over state lines to engage in sex in exchange for money or something of value. That's federal sex trafficking, my friends, and that's what he's being investigated for.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow. That's like a really bad one. That's
well,
like
in his mind,
that's like
he
10
was
to
like,
20. Yeah.
Right. In his mind, he was like, everything is on the level here. This is legal. This is a 17-year-old. I'm in Florida. It's legal. I'm getting what I need out of this. She's getting paid. Which is that really legal though? Even in Florida, like
she's getting good grades this junior year. She's going to be fine.
Mark, what's the deal with is Nestor involved here? Because
no, this is a no Nestor story.
I think
Nestor we're going to come back to Gaetz multiple times. Gaetz, who is now 38, is amazingly not keeping his mouth shut at what has to be against his lawyer's wishes. Instead, he went on the most watched news show, the Tucker Carlson show, to try and defend himself and get ahead of this. And look, we're just going to play you two clips from that fucking wild interview. They're total about 3 minutes. We're going to break them up into two parts. Bubba, can you play the first one?
What is the basis of that investigation? What is the allegation? That's really not very clear from these news stories.
Yeah, again, I only know what I've read in the New York Times. I can say that actually you and I went to dinner about 2 years ago. Your wife was there, and I brought a friend of mine. You'll remember her. And she was actually threatened by the FBI, told that if she wouldn't cop to the fact that somehow I was involved in some pay-for-play scheme, that she could face trouble. And so I do believe that there are people at the Department of Justice who are trying to smear me, providing for flights and hotel rooms for people that you're dating who are of legal age is not a crime. And I'm just troubled that the lack of any sort of legitimate investigation into me would then convert into this extortion attempt.
I don't remember the woman you're speaking of or the context at all, honestly. But I would like to know who. So they're saying there is a 17-year-old girl who you had a relationship with. Is that true? And who are they? Who is this girl? What are they talking about? The New York Times.
The person doesn't exist. I have not had a relationship with a 17-year-old. That is totally false.
So there you go. He finally, like 6 minutes into an 8-minute interview, finally says he didn't have sex with a 17-year-old girl, which, like, he had several opportunities before. He threw Tucker right under the bus, as you could see there. You remember her. She was the smoking hot 17-and-a-half-year-old that I brought to the dinner. And then he talked about how providing, he called her a friend at that dinner. And he said providing flights and hotels and nice things for someone you're dating that's of legal age, which I'm reading between the lines. She's 18. It sounds like, and he's claiming.
Well, in his
18.
mind, she's 18.
Right.
What's the reality? Why is he being investigated by the DOJ if she's 18?
It didn't sound like he was protesting that he was dating a young woman too much there.
When are we going to find out who the fuck she is?
Good question. What do you guys think about that clip, though? What do you think about?
I mean, Gaetz is insane. Like, why? Like, I guess he's like really down this. He thinks he's being extorted by the Department of Justice.
Well, some news broke,
and he thinks that he's going to exonerate himself.
Yes. So let's play that. So this is we're going in opposite order. This is the very beginning of the interview. Let's play this clip where he says, "This is what's happening."
So this is obviously a serious allegation. Tell us what the truth is from your perspective.
It is a horrible allegation, and it is a lie. The New York Times is running a story that I have traveled with a 17-year-old woman, and that is verifiably false. People can look at my travel records and see that that is not the case. What is happening is an extortion of me and my family involving a former Department of Justice official. On March 16th, my father got a text message demanding a meeting wherein a person demanded $25 million in exchange for making horrible sex trafficking allegations against me go away. Our family was so troubled by that, we went to the local FBI. And the FBI and the Department of Justice were so concerned about this attempted extortion of a member of Congress that they asked my dad to wear a wire, which he did with the former Department of Justice official. Tonight, I am demanding that the Department of Justice and the FBI release the audio recordings that were made under their supervision and at their direction, which will prove my innocence and that will show that these allegations aren't true. They're merely intended to try to bleed my family out of money. And this former Department of Justice official tomorrow was supposed to be contacted by my father so that specific instructions could be given regarding the wiring of $4.5 million as a down payment on this bribe. I don't think it's a coincidence that tonight, somehow, the New York Times is leaking this information, smearing me, and ruining the investigation that would likely result in one of the former colleagues of the current DOJ being brought to justice for trying to extort me and my family.
But he definitely banged a child, right?
Yeah, like both can be true. He still fucked a 17-year-old left and right. I mean, it's true. Like the extortion thing is really interesting. So let's try to break that down a little bit.
Well, real quick before we do that, can I point out that we were texting on Tuesday night, and essentially it was basketball night, right? The story broke 2 hours before Gaetz went on fucking Tucker. Yeah. Mark, you said he pretty much broke the story. And I'm thinking it's got to be a strategic move to get on national TV to address it while everyone's watching basketball, right? Like talk about getting ahead of the story.
There's no way he was advised to do that. That was his decision. There's no lawyer on earth that would say go on Tucker.
So if he's so confident
of federal sex trafficking,
if he's so confident, do you think this Dan McGee guy, who's the guy he's alleging,
let's talk
extorted him?
About it. So Gaetz went on to specifically name former DOJ official David McGee as the mastermind behind the extortion plot against him and his father. Gaetz has been on a heater on Twitter where he showed some documentation and retweeted an article from our friends of the Washington Examiner. Basically, I guess he gave them this documentation called Project Homecoming, or they got their hands on it. And that's a 3-page documentation that corroborates his extortion claims. No one knows if it's real or not, but in the 3-page document titled Project Homecoming, it goes out and lays out this plan.
If you've seen a picture of David McGee, you think it's
everyone involved in this is fucking shady.
You think it's a possibility.
Everyone involved in this is really funny. So Project Homecoming is an alleged scheme by McGee and a few other people like Stephen Alford and former Air Force intelligence officer Bob Kent that involved Gaetz being blackmailed.
His dad's worth hundreds of millions.
Yeah. No. He's officially worth at least 29 million, but he's worth more than 25. So they knew they could get 25 from him. But anyways, so they were the plot is basically they were trying to blackmail Matt Gaetz to help them free former FBI agent Robert Levinson, who has been imprisoned in Iran since 2006, with a $25 million loan to Iran, maybe that they would get to keep if they the State Department's offering that as a reward for any information on Levinson. And they said, if you don't help us free Levinson, then we're gonna go forward with all these sex things, which included an underage prostitute orgy they claim that they have Gaetz at. So not only the 17-year-old girl, but apparently he's in orgies with underage prostitutes. Allegedly.
That's not surprising.
Allegedly.
If he's flying in 17-year-olds, you think he's, it sounds like he really wishes he didn't miss the Epstein years.
So they said, your dad needs to pay the $25 million or whatever over these installments. And then you need to go to Iran, get on a plane, collect Levinson, come back, and you'll look like a hero where you return with Levinson, and it's like you freed him, and then like Argo style, and then you'll get a presidential pardon for these sex crimes if you do that. That's what's alleged in this fucking document.
Jesus.
Do we need this right now with the QAnon bullshit going on?
None of that
high level conspiracy.
It seems so crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's
well,
just,
but
I mean, let me throw another wrench in there. David McGee has represented the Levinson family while he's been missing for the past 14 years, and he was pronounced dead last year. So if Robin Levinson was pronounced dead and is presumed dead, at some point this plan would blow up because there is no collecting him and coming back a hero. And the lawyer would know that because it's like common. You can Google it. Robin Levinson was pronounced dead. So it's just a fucking crazy thing going on.
Gaetz sounds like he's very confident that
there's an extortion thing. His dad's backing him up. His dad's backing him up. Said he was going to wear the wire, and they have like text messages and stuff like that. Look, there's clearly a shady thing going on with McGee and all these people. But I think we'll follow up on that as we know more. I think what we can say with certainty, which is what we've been saying for the past 4 months, is Gaetz is a horny fucking dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that. He's probably the horniest since Bill Clinton. Who's hornier?
Yeah.
Who's hornier than Gaetz?
I mean, he's definitely as horny as Bill Clinton.
He's horny because he's younger.
Easily.
Yeah.
He's Clinton with stamina.
And it sounds like he's got a little bit.
He's Clinton in his prime.
Sounds like he sounds like he's got a little bit of Woody Allen disease in him too.
Like some young, huh?
Yeah.
Well, allegedly, so did Billy Clinton.
True.
Oh man, I love you were there, Tucker. You remember?
Yeah.
I mean,
done that to me before, Pat. It doesn't feel good.
He must have thought that he was walking into a.
Pat's trying to do that to you.
Pat threw me under the bus.
You've
for pooping
done
on a guy. Pat pooped on the hood of a guy's car, and then he told the story at a party, and the guy's younger brother was there. He's like, "You shit on my older brother's car," and then Pat turns to me, he goes, "Mark was there," and I was like, "What the?"
Matt Gaetz.
But did the story kill? I was killing that night. You got to admit.
Yeah, you got to know who's at the table, though. The
I
guy's
don't know.
fucking blood, flesh
I'm
and
an
blood.
entertainer.
He Gaetz you.
All right. Lastly, guys, and we'll come back to this story because it's insane. I'm sure it'll be weeks and weeks of like breaking news. Lastly, you can bet on if Matt Gaetz, who is in deep shit, will resign from office by May 1st on Predict It. It's a new market. It's up to like 27 cents. Yes. And I think I think it opened at like 20 cents. So it's like kind of going up that he is going to be resigning soon.
Well, he was going to go to Newsmax anyway, right?
Well, did you see Fox News came out and said he came out and said Fox News and Newsmax and these other organizations.
Fox isn't taking him down.
Fox News came back and said, "Fuck no, we're not interested in him at all. We haven't talked with him. We don't want to touch this dude."
When he was like, and I'm not the only one on camera when he was on Tucker. I'm not the only one on camera who's been accused of sexual assault, right, Tucker?
Yes.
Right?
Tucker, he threw him on the bus twice.
So then Tucker been accused of sexual assault?
Tucker said it was 20 years ago from someone that he said was mentally ill that he never ever met in person. So Tucker had to defend himself twice.
Dude, he totally did us fat girls need to stick together to Tucker.
Yeah. He did. It's a wild story, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like Gaetz just wants someone to go down with him at this point. Like
Well,
he's
looking for his
on him.
He's making his dad walk the plank with them. I mean, again, the extortion thing could very well be true. We're gonna.
Well, but what if it just all comes out to all be true? It's just
that's what we're saying. Everyone
shit.
involved might be a scumbag, except for like his dad's not really implicated in anything. But he's
right. His dad's just rich.
His dad's just rich. But like everyone else involved in it might just be shitty people. Quite possibly. Yeah.
Crazy.
But hey, guys,
living in Florida.
Everyone calm down. You know how you can do that is with Caliper CBD. Who says taking care of yourself needs to be hard? It doesn't, because Caliper makes it easy. But you guys, droppers, they're full of funny tasting tinctures. They're disgusting. Fuck droppers. What you need is Caliper CBD. That's a powder, right? It's tasteless, it's odorless. This past January, Colorado State University published the first peer-reviewed study. You guys have heard it. Guess what? Caliper was found to deliver 30 times more CBD than CBD oil in the first 30 minutes. That's ridiculous. Caliper gives you all the benefits of CBD in just 10 minutes. CBD oils can take up to 2 hours to fully absorb. That's a long time. I've already gone through my rage cycle in 2 hours. Caliper believes everyone deserves a simple way to feel better. Unlike CBD oils, Caliper CBD powder is completely tasteless. It's precisely 20 milligrams in each packet. It comes in affordable 30 and 60 count packs. And unlike some products out there, it's completely THC free. All the goodness of CBD with no high. You can get 20% off your first order when you use promo code FACTOR at trycaliper, CALIPER.com/factor. And you can try Caliper CBD risk-free for 30 days. If you don't love it, they'll give you a full refund. That's trycaliper.com/factor. Don't forget promo code FACTOR for 20% off your first order.
All right. Yeah, helps us out. Please do that. Guys, we have yet another gender reveal that has gone terribly wrong. And again, human lives were tragically lost in the name of finding out the gender of a person who has yet to be born and whom probably won't even identify with that gender when it's all said and done anyway. 2021, right?
Sex reveal, it should be called, I say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
did you guys see that CNN thing?
Yeah.
It's impossible to determine somebody's like sexual identity at birth.
What if people start doing these big elaborate gender reveals where everyone has to show up and then they just like do a blend of pink and blue together, like the colors on purpose?
Well,
Purple.
we don't. Yeah, they just do purple.
no.
Like fuck.
Oh, I'm
I
just
came all
saying.
the way out to this party.
Look, you literally on every baby form, you have to fill out male or female. So I don't understand what people are talking about. How you can't assign it because they demand that you assign. The hospital demands you assign it.
Not for long, Will. But hey, Wes, are these people watching the news or they're just not fucking learning? Like, how does this? What happened?
Nobody's learning, Pat. So the latest tragedy took place Tuesday at around 3:30 p.m. local time, Cancun, just off the coast in Nichupte Lagoon. Bubba's going to play the short clip soon, but in the video you see a small Cessna plane which was rented to carry a banner over the waters to reveal whether there was a penis or a vagina growing inside the expecting woman's womb. And here is the short clip, Bubba, if you can play that.
No mames.
In the water.
In the water.
God.
Wes, how many times do you have to show deaths on this show?
In the
That
water.
was just a plane going into the water.
Look, that was a bad plane crash.
Do they live, Wes?
2 of them died.
Yeah, well,
Thanks.
when you have
Thanks,
a plane
Wes.
crash like that.
You,
yeah.
you like a bloodhound for Faces of Death videos.
Yeah.
You sent this story.
This one's definitely gonna get not monetized on YouTube.
It's a plane crash. It's just they survived. So as you can see in the video and here, the people were screaming "Niña," or "It's a girl." Another man in the video can be heard saying, "It's all good as long as it doesn't end up crashing into us." And that's when the camera pans and you can see the plane crashing head
Didn't
first.
crash into them.
Right. Didn't
Not
crash
to
into them.
It's a bird. It's a plane. They're dead.
So according to local media, there were 2 or 4 people on board. They don't know yet. 2 of them died, turning yet another pointless gender reveal into a tragedy. It's not
Terrible.
clear if the victims were pilots or what caused the crash, other than the unnecessary gender reveal. The
Maybe
federal,
they just hate gender reveals, so they
Yeah,
just
maybe they just
fucking
have
ended it.
Sick sense of humor.
Yeah, they're like, this
So-
is stupid.
Yeah.
You know what?
to,
Fuck this kid up.
to be fair, this was just a regular, like, I'm flying a banner thing, right? Like,
it was a gender reveal.
but it was a gender reveal, but like, how different from a regular job was it for these
You're
people?
getting at the plane in Texas that had like 9,000 gallons of pink water in it, right? That's what crashed that plane. Which is
right.
different
Like,
than-
was it the gender reveal that caused this plane to crash, or was it like high winds on a normal job?
Well, they wouldn't have been out there if it weren't for the gender
Okay,
reveal.
that's true. That's true. All right.
But yeah, I mean, who knows what really caused it? That's
Okay,
what the
all right.
federal, this aviation agency is launching a full investigation as to, what happened.
Just wanted
but-
to do my due diligence before
Yeah,
we
no, I
jump in on the fuck gender reveals. It's the gender reveals.
Will's like, this is a pretty good idea for my next kid's gender reveal. Hiring pilots.
They do. They have a lot of small planes out here in
Yeah.
northern Nevada.
Yep. I got you.
I blame social media, honestly, because baby content kills. It crushes. Like dad Twitter is strong, and like if you have a killer gender reveal video, you're gonna get like at least
Literally.
100, 200 followers out of it.
Killer.
You want me to cut the video out of the YouTube thing?
Well, we're joking with you. Do whatever you want. You're gonna we're gonna have to have this conversation next week, anyways. Just do
Faces
whatever.
of Death West.
Just don't beat off to it tonight. That's all.
Listen, it's a fucking plane going into the goddamn ocean. You don't see the fucking bodies flying out and blood everywhere. I actually did not show them pulling the fucking bodies out of the plane and
I bet you wanted to.
you.
pulling them up the fucking.
I bet you wanted to.
I did want to, but I knew you guys would give me shit. It's important to the story.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we have a hard factor breaking news alert.
Uh-oh.
We've received word that the United States is expecting a mass invasion of undocumented individuals that could be arriving on American soil as early as late April. Do I have your attention?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Early
Yes.
reports indicate that this group of invaders, which could number in the billions with a B, have been planning their impending occupation since at least 2004. And this massive plague of migrants are being called Brood X guys. And according to the Knoxville News Sentinel, the sole purpose of the group will be to reproduce on American soil. And this intent, combined with the males in the procession being reportedly highly competitive and, quote, all about flexing their muscles, it will certainly lead to violence amongst the group. And also, guys,
sounds like the Dothrakis are rolling into town.
Yeah.
Close. And
the border kids having sex?
It's cicadas, Wes. Yeah, hell yeah. It's the summer of the cicadas. Come on.
I love cicada season.
Sorry, dog.
You like cicadas?
Well, it's near and dear to me because we used to blame everything on the cicadas, like when we were late to stuff.
Oh, they smell terrible.
It's just a great excuse.
Yeah. Oh, my house had too many of them.
Well,
I love
guys,
them.
I mean, I'm going to get into some fun cicada facts, which is going to talk about their defense mechanism, which is why you had so many of them in your house, Will. It's the summer cicadas, boys. Fat boy summer and cicada summer. It's going to be a doozy. And this is the largest 17-year brood in both density and population area. So it's going to be fucking huge.
Oh, wow.
And overall, guys, the emergence will affect the District of Columbia and at least parts of 15 states across the mid-Atlantic and central east United States, like Illinois down to kind of Tennessee-ish. And here's some interesting facts about cicadas. So these red-eyed buggers are not brand new when they come out. They've actually one of the longest lifespans of any insect, between 13 and 17 years. They spend like 17 years underground, like a rapper.
Oh, they're so angry when they get out.
Shitty rapper. Yeah, they come out and they're horny.
Yeah.
Mark.
Oh, yeah, they are.
I got laid because I got laid. Let's get a little brag here. I got laid because when last time the cicadas came out, I made up a song about the cicadas and I sang it on like a karaoke at Champ's bar. And this girl was so taken with me that
she must have been a winner.
That she followed. Yeah, she was.
She fell for the cicada
Quite,
song.
she fell for the. I got the cicada song and she just was all over.
That cicada song got me hot and bothered.
Took her down at Champs with the cicada karaoke.
Was that the Champs?
Home. So
Was
let
that
me
the
go to that
Champs
exoskeleton.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Where'd you get her, in the Champs bathroom?
Yeah, she followed me. I banged her in Klein's basement.
Very cool. All right, next fact. Their defense mechanism is rolling in huge numbers and letting animals eat the weak until those animals get so full that they can't eat anymore, so the cicadas can bang in peace. That's literally why they roll in huge groups. They can buzz louder than a lawnmower. That's interesting. Up to 90 decibels sometimes.
They're terrible. Ears.
Guys,
really.
Finally, cicadas have an arch nemesis, and it's the 2-inch long wasp known as, this is the wasp's name, the cicada killer. And you got to wonder.
I like that guy.
Right. Is it a chicken or the egg thing with the name? You know, like, did they go for cicadas because they were named that? Or anyway, they're fucking pumped for cicada season. These guys are. And here's what they do. They grab cicadas midair, Bubba, and play this for the guys. And they inject a venom into the cicada's exoskeleton, right? That paralyzes them. So they paralyze them in midair. Then they drag them back to their burrow and they lay an egg on the cicada and they seal the exits. Then a couple of days later, their larvae hatch and they eat the cicada alive while it's paralyzed for like a couple weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah.
It's like have you heard of the tarantula hawk? It does the same thing with tarantulas. It's fucking insane. It's like wasp.
Yeah. It's a wasp. Oh, and it makes the body into like the carcass into its cocoon.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty good.
You're gonna incubate my children.
I mean, I'm excited about these guys. These cicada killers. Is that what you call them?
Yep. Yeah, they're literally.
I like them because the cicada is just, there's too many, as you say. Going to be one of the thickest broods ever. I say down with the cicadas, up with the cicada wasps. I want to kill.
There we go.
You're
not going to get any, Will. They're not going to make it to Nevada.
No, I know. But I'd still.
Is Texas getting any?
No, but I will be flush with cicadas over here in the Jersey.
Oh, that's
from
a killer footage. Can you get some prime footage of the cicadas for social media?
Ruining your ears, chirping in your ears. No, get some footage of one of these things killing them. That's what I want to see. I'm rooting for the wasps from afar.
I don't know. I think we should get Wes to recreate the song, and then that could be a music bed for this excellent cicada footage that Pat's going to pick up.
Yeah, preferably a fight to the death.
where the
Make
cicada
sure you're
hides.
at home, ladies. You're in a non-slippery seat because you're gonna slide right out when you hear the cicada song.
Make sure you're not a waitress at Champs.
You're done for. You don't stand a chance.
She drops her tray.
My name is Cicada.
The most fucked up thing is I caught Klein staring at us through the little window in the basement.
Oh shit!
What'd you do?
I kept going, buddy.
How long did you continue for after you noticed you were being watched by your friend?
Oh, I didn't care. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You can watch all
He's
you
like,
want.
is that the cicada chick?
I can't believe this is happening in my basement.
Anyway. All right. Let's move on. Got another baby story for you guys, and this one is just amazing. And a lesson to you, Will and Pat, being new fathers. Be careful what noises are soothing your babies to bed at night through their little sound machines or monitors, because it could accidentally be your neighbor's porn, or yours more likely. So you guys hear about this story? No,
it would be your neighbor's
Are people airplaying porn?
So what's happening? So a couple in Scotland was shocked when they heard strange noises coming from their baby's room. Dawn Lothian and Josh McKay were watching TV in their living room in Edinburgh when at least Dawn was watching TV. Not sure what Josh was doing on his phone when they heard moaning sounds coming from their baby's room, River. There's a picture of them. So Dawn rushed upstairs to break up the orgy that River was having, only to find her 5-month-old was being soothed by the loud sounds of their neighbor's porn through the Amazon Bluetooth light and sound machine, which is supposed to project stars on the ceiling and apparently can connect to any nearby device without warning to lull your baby to sleep. Yeah.
Yep. No, I've got one of these. No. I've done this. So Wes, where was the man? The man was not with them. They don't know where he was at because he was probably off of his phone.
That's what I
said.
said. This is so irresponsible. Like, this is there's not a day where I watch porn on my Bluetooth headphones that I'm not double or triple checking to see that I'm not broadcasting to other devices. Like,
you have to turn that Bluetooth
it's the first
off.
thing you do.
Right.
You got to get that Bluetooth off.
Yep.
Off. You got to hit the button.
So we're thinking this guy got caught by his wife and then claimed it was the neighbors.
He had to have. This is genius, and he's gone so far with it that they've made a national story out of international story.
Yeah,
out of
now
it.
He's like, I was just taking a shit in there. And,
now the neighbors know. He's gonna have to give them money or something.
Yeah, well, so I mean, be careful. Your baby's first words are gonna be "fuck me," daddy. Well, yeah,
fuck me, daddy.
Fuck me, daddy. So what Dawn says, quote, when I went through, I was like, oh my goodness. You could tell in an instant that it was, you didn't need to know the language to know that it was happening. So at the, and
what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck was that?
That's Wes's Indian leprechaun. That he has.
My Indian leprechaun. It's my specialty. Here's the best part. The next day, the mom posted a note on the main door of their building, which read, whoever was watching porn last night at 11:30 p.m. has connected their device to our baby's nightlight. Can you please disconnect ASAP? Thanks.
Oh, this husband's gone too deep. This is like the husband that blamed the farts on his dog, but it was him.
He's letting it happen.
Yeah.
He's like, you should write another note.
The lady got surgery for the dog, and he got dumped.
Can you believe this guy's sitting inside his house with reporters and photographers coming in? Like, he's still letting his wife tell him, like, I can't believe none of the neighbors will own up to who did it, but I know one of them did it.
My husband's a Bluetooth expert. He knows. He told me.
The neighbors are in their 80s.
They're all like, "You're fucking." Somebody's gonna yell at her. Like, do you think it was your husband in the bathroom?
Yeah, Bubba, can you pull up the picture of Josh again? Maybe this guy. This guy definitely knows what's happening.
You think this guy watches porn?
Yeah.
Oh, he looks like he's LARPing having a baby.
Good Lord, he married up for sure. So yeah, so far the porn. So far the porn has stopped. But it's that's what's happened.
Shit stop. It's
Yeah.
never gonna happen again.
Yeah, Josh. Josh is in deep. And that's going to do it for Hard Factor. Thank you very much again for listening, guys. We appreciate it. Are we stereo? Are we going to announce what we're doing with that? Do we want to let everyone know? We're putting it on hold for a little while.
On hold this week, but
Yeah.
if you want to get in with the boys, we'll be back on stereo.
Yeah.
Just not this week. We're taking a little break. If you want to get in with the boys this week, we got a happy hour on Discord. Okay, send in the card tier, patreon.com/hardfactor, highest tier, send in the card. There's a monthly happy hour. We're actually doing 2 happy hours in April because we missed the March one. So perfect time to join, send in the card tier, patreon.com/hardfactor, Discord happy hour this Friday night.
Yeah. Fat Boy Summer merch will be dropping sometime this week. Follow the Hard Factor store, Twitter to see that. We'll retweet it from the main. But yeah, that's it, guys. We really hope you have a great fucking day.